it to
one
games.
game at a time.
We'll see. We'll see.
From US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis, Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings are ready to play host to the Chicago Bears as these two teams wrap up their seasons. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson, along with former All-Pro, Pro Bowler, and Super Bowl champion Aqib Talib. And welcome, folks, to the Twin Cities. Two major storylines wrapping up this season for these two teams. The coaches and the quarterbacks. Mike Zimmer from Minnesota, Matt Nagy from Chicago. The big question with them, will they be the head coaches tomorrow? And for the quarterbacks, are the Bears ready to turn over the reins to their team to a second-year quarterback in Justin Fields? And for Kirk Cousins, the big contract, which accounts for 21% of their salary cap, is it going to hurt them, or are they going to make a move? Aqib, you got a lot of questions to add.
A lot of questions, Gus. But both coaches are definitely on the hot seat, and both guys are coming into this game with the same mentality: finish with a win. Coach Zimmer put it best. He said, "Man, if it's not good enough, it's just not good enough." And Coach Nagy say it all comes with the territory. So I think both of these guys are proud of the body of work that they put together. But if I'm being honest, Gus, I think both coaches would be more surprised if they stayed. As far as the quarterbacks, Justin Fields will be the guy, no matter what coaching staff comes into Chicago. And with that $45 million cap hit, Kirk Cousins probably will be the guy on the center for the Vikings.
All right, well, these two teams will try to finish strong. Last game of the year. Andy Dalton under center today for the Bears. He'll take on Captain Kirk right after this. Bears and Vikings on Fox.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to US Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. We're ready for the Bears and the Vikings. Vikings won the toss, deferred, so Chicago will receive. And folks, it's snowing in here inside this place. What a spectacular building. This is a series that dates back to 1961. Vikings lead it, but the Bears have won 5 of the last 7. They met 3 weeks ago in Chicago, and the Vikings won it 17-9 behind 2 touchdown passes from Kirk Cousins and a defense that held the Bears out of the end zone until the final play of the game. Greg Joseph will send it away. Khalil Herbert back deep. Classic rivalry in the National Football League. And we're underway from the Twin Cities. Herbert from his own goal line with the lane. Breaks it up and gets across the 35 up to the 38-yard line. Time now to join the third member of our team on the sideline, Megan O'Leary.
Thank you so much, Gus. Well, you guys mentioned quarterbacks being an important storyline for this game, and that certainly holds true for the Bears starting quarterback today, Andy Dalton. Pre-game, I spoke to him about the start, and he said this is really special for him, considering all the challenges he faced this season. He was the starting quarterback. He moved to the backup. He was injured, and now he's starting once again. He told me, obviously, he wants a win, but today he wants to take it all in and have some fun playing football.
And on first down, they run the reverse. Mooney with a lane. Picks up a first down, almost fumbled it, but gathered himself and holds on. He'll gain 14 yards. Let's take a look at the starting offense for the Chicago Bears.
We got big Jason Peters just setting that edge, doing a great job setting that edge right there. The vet, the reliable, starting that left tackle. We got the offensive MVP for the Bears, David Montgomery. You'll see a whole lot of David Montgomery today.
First down and 10 at the 49. Mooney in motion. And Montgomery with his first carry. Montgomery. And he'll lean forward. Pick up a couple. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this Vikings defense.
Up front, you got a nice group of guys. DJ Wanham is the team's leader in sacks. That middle group, a great group of linebackers. Kendricks, Anthony Barr is one of Zimmer's favorite guys. And on the back end, we got the talented Patrick Peterson leading the way, along with Harrison Smith, nominated to the Pro Bowl again.
Patrick Peterson, 11th year out of LSU, spent the majority of his career with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the captain of this Vikings defense. 2nd and 5 of the 44. Empty backfield for Dalton. With time, Dalton underneath. He's got Mooney. First down, Bears, as he gets inside the Minnesota 30-yard line. So Andy Dalton, 34 years old, 11th year out of TCU. Last week against the Giants in their win. 18 of 35, 173 yards, a touchdown, an interception. He was sacked twice. Played in 7 games this year, starting 5, including last week. He began the season as the starter, and ironically, he's going to end the season as the starter. What a great career for Andy Dalton. First down at the 28. Single setback is Montgomery. They give it to him over the right side. Skips through the hole, and he'll land softly. Tackled by Dalvin Tomlinson.
The Bears on the move right now. They're doing a good job getting yards on early downs. Coach Nagy talked about that, staying in good third down situations. And that starts with getting yards on first and second down.
Matt Nagy, 43 years old, 4th year as the head coach. NFL Coach of the Year his first season, leading the Bears into the playoffs in 2018 with a 12-4 record. 2nd and 6. Play fake. Dalton trips. Finds himself and incomplete. That one thrown at the feet of Allen Robinson.
Well covered by that Vikings defense. Not fooled on that run. Even though the Bears are having success early in the game, getting around that edge. Good job by that back end for the Vikings staying at home.
What's the mentality, Lee? Last game of the year, neither team going to the playoffs, been a disappointing season. Going to the final game, which pretty much means not a lot.
And it's a blessing, Gus, to just be a part of the group of 2,000 guys, man. So any Sunday you get to put on a uniform and come out here and represent your team, represent your family, you have to do it. You got to be excited about that.
3rd down and 6. Dalton standing strong in the pocket and fires it high and incomplete for Damiere Byrd. And Chicago stalling once they get inside Minnesota territory.
Yeah, that was a problem for them the first game on Monday night. The Bears had a bunch of trips inside that 30-yard line, but whether it was missed field goals or turnovers, they wasn't able to capitalize.
So Cairo Santos comes in to attempt the field goal in his 8th year. 2 for 2 last week with a long of 44 yards against the Giants. This one from 43 yards away. Clean snap, good hole, and good. Cairo Santos, 54 of 60 over the past 2 seasons with the Bears. Chicago on the board first. Big Red leading them.
When we come around. $5 your way meal with a Double Whopper Jr.
The NFL regular season is coming to a close, but you still have a chance at $100,000 playing Fox Sports Super 6. Scan the QR code now and enter the season finale contest for your free chance to win Terry's money. Just download the Super 6 app and pay for free. Play for free. Lee, I heard that you're going to donate a little bit of your money to Terry's money.
Terry got it.
Terry's got it?
Yeah, Terry got enough. He got it.
Okay. I just thought that you may want to, the little money that falls out of your cuffs that I see trailing you sometime. We're ready to see Kirk Cousins on the field for the first time. As Chicago, Cairo Santos will kick it away. Kune Wanwu, rookie out of Iowa State, is the deep man for the Vikings. And Wanwu lets this one go into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So that brings on Captain Kirk Cousins, 33 years old, 10th year out of Michigan State. Didn't play last week, was on the COVID list. But on the season, he's had an incredible season, Akeem. He's thrown for 3,971 yards, 30 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, but he has been sacked 25 times.
And they don't even have the 2-minute drives that he put together in his stats, man. Not a bad season, in my opinion.
First down and 10 of the 25. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. Cousins to throw on first down. He'll find Cook out of the backfield. And he's wrapped up quickly. Roquan Smith. Offensively, here are the Minnesota Vikings.
Big Brian O'Neill over at right tackle, the veteran, reliable, hasn't missed a game in the last 2 seasons. And with this skilled group of guys, we got Justin Jefferson closing in on Randy Moss to become the Vikings single-season receiving leader. 124 yards is the number, Gus.
Folks, if you haven't seen Justin Jefferson play, he is one of the bright future stars, or current and future stars of the National Football League, as Cook runs the ball. Gets close to the first down marker. Nichols with the tackle. Let's take a look at this Bears defense.
Up front for the Bears, Big Eddie Goldman is their veteran anchor up front here. Have a lot to do with this run game today. The linebackers, Robert Quinn is the Bears' single-season sack leader. I know that sounds good, don't it, Gus?
Yes, it does.
And on that back end, Jalen Johnson, the Bears' #1 corner, he'll have his hands full today. He probably will be following around Justin Jefferson.
Good challenge for that young man. 3rd down and 1 at the 34, opening drive for Minnesota. Cousins with time, and Cousins is sacked. Angelo Blackson, he got home last week against the Giants, and early on he does it here.
Now you can see him here. Nice penetration, winning around that edge, but that was a coverage sack, Gus. The free safety actually leaned to Justin Jefferson's side. They have Artie Burns following around Justin Jefferson, which pretty much means Jalen Johnson is going to be in zero coverage by himself all day, Gus.
And what does zero coverage mean again?
By himself.
All right.
He'll be by himself all day.
Barry sends it away, and here come the Bears, and they'll advance it close to midfield. Chicago ready for their second series of the game. Vildor with the return. Here comes Andy Dalton. The Chicago Bears offense this season has not been their strength. The Bears quarterbacks, Andy Dalton and Justin Fields, have both struggled to stay healthy. Chicago's pass offense is last in the NFL, and they have allowed 51 sacks. The Bears traded away their 2022 first-round pick for Justin Fields in 2021. Chicago currently does not have a first-round pick in the 2022 draft.
Just not a lot of rhythm on the season for the Bears, Gus. You start out with Andy, then you go to Justin. After Andy gets hurt, then Justin gets hurt. You bring Andy back in. He goes to COVID. You bring Foles in. It's just, you can't really catch a rhythm like that. So I think that has a lot to do with the offensive struggles this year.
Is that the coach's fault?
I mean, it's really not the coach's fault, but that's a tough situation. You got a brand new quarterback. You want to let him learn from a nice veteran, but at the same time, you want that guy on the field. So it's a tough situation. I spread the blame around 33%, Gus.
Here's Montgomery out of the backfield, unable to make the catch. Nick Vigil with the tackle. Brings up 2nd down and 7. David Montgomery this season rushing the football for 777 yards, 7 touchdowns, 24 years old. And they'll hand it to him as he tries to get downhill, pushes the pile forward and gets close to that first down marker. They'll give him about 6.
Bears off to a good start. Positive yards on 1st and 2nd down just about on every play so far in this game. And that's exactly what they're trying to do so they can stay in 3rd down in short situations.
Chicago beat the Giants 29-3 last week in Chicago. Prior to that, they won against the Seahawks 25-24. Nick Foles led them to a comeback victory. And Montgomery again trying to get there, and he stood up. And I don't think he has it on 3rd down and 1.
It definitely looked like the refs have him marked short. Good job up front for the Vikings, pushing that line of scrimmage back. See those big guys up front. Dalvin Tomlinson pushing that line of scrimmage.
Jason Peters, their leader, 9-time Pro Bowler, 2 times first team All-Pro, NFL All-Decade team. Bears were 2 for 3 on 4th downs last week, and they pick it up right here. Chicago now 15 for 31 on 4th downs this year.
David Montgomery finding a small crease, then using his power to just run through Troy Dye and pick up that 1st down. It's hard to make a tackle like that. You got a lineman blocking you. That's almost 500 pounds coming at you right there, Gus.
Montgomery with 242 carries coming into this game in 12 games. More than twice as many as anyone else on the Bears roster. First down and 10 at the 40. Herbert in the backfield. Play fake. Dalton standing strong. Looking. Going through his progressions. He's got all day. Now dances and fires it out of bounds. Good defense by Minnesota.
I thought he had Graham early. Harrison Smith did a good job falling off of one of those routes and covering the flat. I thought he had Graham right here a little early, but Harrison Smith did a great job falling off and covering that. Harrison Smith always seemed to be in the right place at the right time, Gus.
Second down and 10 at the 40.
Go.
Herbert. Bobbled up, and it'll be tackled for a loss. Minnesota ready for that play. No fooling the Vikings that time. And that brings up third down.
James Lynch getting some good penetration, making that play in the backfield. Not the third down situations that the Bears want to be in.
Third down and 10. Khalil Herbert remains in the game. Mooney sets up in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Andy Dalton out of the shotgun.
Go.
Here's Dalton, quick strike. And he finds Mooney, tries to turn it up. Jitterbugs down at the 35. Wanham defensively for Minnesota.
Mooney is slippery, not slippery enough. His Vikings defense read that screen the whole way. You see DJ Wynham dropping out the coverage already. Fell right into his zone where he needed to be. Was able to bring Mooney down in the open field. That's a great play by DJ Wynham.
Chicago going for it on fourth down again. Fourth down and 5 at the Minnesota 35. Montgomery back in the game at running back.
Vikings showing man coverage, showing blitz.
Here's Dalton under pressure. Dalton will go down. The quarterback blitz, DJ Wanham. Chicago turns it over on downs. Vikings defense with early pressure. Kirk Cousins on the field when we return.
Son, his largest, fastest, and most reliable 5G network.
The Minnesota Vikings this season have had a few heartbreaking losses with the clock winding down. In week 1, the Bengals' Evan McPherson nailed the game winner in overtime, giving Cincinnati the win. Then in week 2, the Vikings' Greg Joseph missed a 37-yarder. Minnesota lost the game 34-33. Week 8, Cowboys' Amari Cooper secured the victory with the 5-yard touchdown. Dallas won it 2016. Week 9, Ravens' Justin Tucker won it for the Ravens. And lastly, in week 13, the Lions' Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown hooked up. Detroit picked up their first win of the year against Kirk Cousins and the Vikings.
And what they don't show, Gus, is the 2-minute drives that Kirk was able to put together in those drives, in those games. Some of them was right before the videos that we saw. Some of them was right after, but some tremendous fourth quarter 2-minute drives put together by Kirk this year with nothing to show for it but a loss.
Quinn getting in the backfield again. Cousins allowed Nichols also there as you take a look at those close losses this year by 3, by 1, by 7, by 4, by 3, by 8, by 2, by 7. Could have been a playoff team if they would have been able to finish some of those games. Second and 10 at midfield. And they'll hand it off. Cook. Dalvin Cook. What a wonderful player this man has been for Minnesota. 26 years old. 9 carries, 13 yards. Kind of shut down against the Packers last week. But on the season, another 1,000-yard year. 6 touchdowns. Just named to the Pro Bowl for the 3rd straight time. 5th in the NFL in rushing yards this season. His 3rd straight year over 1,000. And he's played with numerous injuries this season. 3rd and 7. Cousins looking. Cousins sideline. Underneath, and looks like a first down. Justin Jefferson.
Excellent return route, faking that out route, pivoting back in by Justin Jefferson. Man coverage by the Bears. Justin Jefferson was able to beat Artie Burns to pick up that first down.
Jefferson with 2,909 career receiving yards coming into this game. He's already broken Odell Beckham's NFL record of 2,755 receiving yards in a player for his first 2 seasons. Spectacular talent. From the 40. Here's a handoff. Cook squeezes through the hole. No, make that Madison, and he'll pick up a first down. Alexander Madison, 3rd year out of Boise State.
That great movement right in the middle of that line. Tough running. See big Urza Cleveland, Garrett Bradbury moving guys around. Listen to a gun pass popping. You love to hear that sound week 18. You still going, I don't care what week it is, National Football League, Gus. You're going to hear those pads popping.
2nd down and 1. Madison remains in the game. Osborne in motion. Here's Madison, stutter step, looking for the first down. Bears stand him up and drive him backwards. Well done, Tonga.
Big Tonga holding his ground, being the anchor in that middle. That's what D linemen have to do all day. Use that 300 pounds. Don't get moved back. That's the key to run plays, man. You move guys back. You get guys on different level. You create lanes. Those big D linemen up front don't get moved back. You kind of create a wall right there, and guys can't run the football.
Tonga, 6'4", 338. Dalvin Cook back in the game. Single setback for the Vikings. And they'll give it to him. Looking for the first down, and Cook has it. I mean, this is a tough man, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, he is. He's always downhill. He plays so hard, played through injuries.
He's missed 4 games this year with a dislocated shoulder and a torn labrum, as well as COVID.
That's a tough season, Gus. That's a tough season to be in. Week 18, still starting running back, still playing. You separate your shoulder and tear your labrum, it still hurt. It's still hurting him right now. He's in there, so definitely a tough guy, like you said, Gus.
First down and 10 at the 28. Cousins in trouble, and Cousins fires incomplete. Closest man to the ball, Osborne. Angelo Blackson again getting pressure in the backfield. He already has a sack here.
Angelo Blackson just winning his one-on-one matchups. Was able to get through unblocked right there. They had the tight end leak play on. Usually that lineman runs down the line and attacks the running back. Angelo Blackson stayed home, was able to do his job on that play.
Do you see Angelo Blackson's feet? Looked like he was a defensive back getting in the backfield looking for Kirk Cousins. 2nd and 10 at the 28. Cousins delayed handoff. Cook, nothing doing. I tell you what, Sam Kamara coming on. Makes the tackle for a loss. Minnesota trying to figure out this Bears defense. They're aggressive to start this game.
Bears had a nice blitz on. Kamara ran right through the gap, right into where the run was coming at.
Last week against the Giants, 4 sacks, 4 takeaways. -6 passing yards. 3rd and long. D.D. Westbrook in motion. Here's Kirk Cousins stepping up, and Cousins will go down again. Loose ball, and it's recovered by the Vikings. But more pressure. Brian O'Neill with the recovery, but Angelo Blackson in the backfield once again, his 2nd sack of the game.
Oh, that ball is out. That ball is definitely out. Definitely out. Good job by Minnesota getting on that football, but definitely moved them out of field goal range.
So Minnesota forced to punt as Jordan Berry comes on.
Bears would only
snap. Timeout. Chicago.
And Chicago calls a timeout. We'll stay right here.
A little confusion there. Bears only had 8 guys on the field.
Think about this Chicago team. you get the feeling that these players enjoy playing for Coach Nagy, like playing for Coach Nagy, and believe in him.
They do. I mean, you could tell how hard a team play if they really like their coach or not, man. Because I've been on teams where guys throwing the towel week 13. We're not going to the playoffs. That building is empty. This building is definitely not empty. You can see how hard these guys play, man. They are getting the message, and they enjoy playing for this guy.
Now Barry lines up at the 44. Newsom is the deep man. And this now inside. They're going to mark it at around the 12-yard line. Chicago on offense when we return.
Feeling sluggish?
Like that, Gus, but I drive a Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
Excuse me? What do you drive?
It's a luxury car, Rolls-Royce Cullinan. It's like the SUV version of the Rolls-Royce.
Oh, the Rolls-Royce?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
You know, come
nice.
check it out.
Must be nice.
I'll take you a ride. You know take you around, Gus. You know? Come ride with me.
I see you. I really see you now. First down and 10 for Andy Dalton. 32nd on the NFL's passing list with nearly 35,000 passing yards for Big Red. He'll start from his 12. Dalton pitches it. Montgomery. Tough sledding. Montgomery tackled by Kenny Willekes. And this kid, Kenny Willekes, number 79, came out of Michigan State. I remember calling his games when he was a Spartan. He was a walk-on. Ended up really flourishing. And they said he was too small to play in the NFL. Boy, has he proven people wrong. Montgomery looking. Montgomery picks his way forward and picks up a first.
Well, I thought Anthony Barr had this play made. He kind of shot the gap, poked his head in, and then took his head out of the gap. And the gap that he went out of was the gap that Montgomery was able to get through. So, bad decision by Anthony Barr. Great decision by Montgomery.
Montgomery with a gain of 11. First down, Chicago at the 26. Could be the last play of the quarter. Underneath, this one is caught. Nice throw. Goodwin with the reception. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Chicago 3, Minnesota nothing. Back for the second after this.
Don't miss Gordon Ramsay's Next Level Chef, all new Wednesday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Sundays. It's the best 2 hours of NFL coverage.
Loaded with talent.
Starting with Fox NFL Kickoff at 11.
Heads up. It's caught.
Then at noon, take it to the next level on Fox NFL Sunday.
Now here we go again.
America's #1 pregame show. The best NFL pregame shows are back-to-back, only on Fox.
Start of the second quarter, Chicago with a 3-0 lead. As you take a look at the first quarter stats, Bears rushing it with 33 yards. 2 sacks as well for that Chicago defense.
Yeah, those numbers not jumping off the board, but if you're a defensive guy, those 3 sacks early in this game, 3 sacks in the first quarter, those numbers definitely jump off the board. One of those sacks coming on 4th down, that counts as a turnover.
Blackson, hell-bent to have a great game today. He's a War Eagle. Played his college football at Auburn.
He's off to a good start, getting a lot of penetration. We went down on the field before the game, and I just saw his energy, man. Just looked like a real guy excited just to put on a uniform.
Second down and 5 for Andy Dalton and the Bears offense at their 31. Here's Dalton to pass. Underneath, caught, first down, Mooney and more. He'll leap forward at the end of the run. Anthony Barr with the tackle. He'll gain 19.
Mooney with a simple crossing route. But zone coverage, you see they misplayed that zone. He tried to pass it off. The other guy went with a vertical. Got to be on the same page versus zone coverage. Good job by Andy Dalton getting the ball out of his hands, getting it to Mooney and letting him do what he do best. That guy's slippery, Gus.
7 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown against the Giants last week. He's had a sensational year, closing in on 1,000 yards. Receiving. First down at midfield. Here's a handoff. Montgomery crashing forward. Dye with the tackle.
Great job by Dye, staying in his lane, running that alley, and making a tough tackle coming off a block. David Montgomery is a tough tackle. In the open field, in the hole. It's a good job by Troy Dye.
Bears have been in Vikings territory on all 3 drives today. Makes it 2nd and 9. Here's Dalton. Underneath again, and once again he throws a strike. This time it's Bird. Jameer Bird last year with New England. Let's go downstairs and check in with Megan.
Thanks, Gus. Yeah, we just saw Mooney with a big play there. But, you know, when I spoke to him pregame, he said this one's so special because this is the only time we're going to have this team all together. So we want to win for one final game. And he also talked about being a leader on this team. You know, there we go.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
Both he and the coaching staff, you know, talk that he's quiet, but he is a huge leader here. So his future is very bright. Also, guys, avid bowler, just in case you wanted to know.
Oh, he can bowl a little bit. I like that. Allen Robinson with the reception. Mooney with 929 yards receiving coming into this game. Montgomery trying to get downhill. David Montgomery left Iowa State after his junior year and signed a 4-year, $4 million rookie deal with the Bears after being made a 3rd-round pick. Battled injuries this season, a knee, but finishing strong here in the final game. 2nd and 7. Chicago at the Minnesota 19.
Hey, Scott. Is it yellow? Yes. Let's go.
Dalton bounces out of the pocket. Wants to run it, no. And Dalton will just slide down at the line of scrimmage. Wise decision. Anthony Barr with the tackle in Week 15. The Chicago Bears struggled in the red zone versus the Vikings. The Bears fumbled, turned the ball over on downs, dropped passes, and made poor throws.
Yeah, they definitely struggled in the red zone last week, and we'll see how they do this week. They're 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far.
Lost that game 17-9. 3rd down and 7 at the 19.
Vikings showing blitz again.
Dalton will swing it out into the flats. Williams trying to dive forward. He gets decked as he goes out of bounds. But it's a 6-yard gain.
Nice quick decision by Andy Dalton, seeing that fire zone. 3 deep, 3 under. He know the weak part of that zone is the flats. You get it out to the flats, you let your running back catch and run. Look like they're going again, Gus. 4th down.
4th down and 1. Offense remaining on the field.
I mean, why not, Gus? Last game of the season. Uncertain future. Just put it all on the line, man. Go out and try to score some real points.
So a timeout on the field. And now this from State Farm.
It is time for the final question. Who is offered the Rogers rate? Jake from State Farm? Basically anyone. Sorry, buddy, that's incorrect.
See? We offer great rates that fit anyone's budget.
That's enough. Thank you very much. Jessica in the middle. You said me? No. What are we doing? Whatever. Also me. Great LOL. That was really important. Of course. Everybody gets the rates, I guess.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Andy Dalton and this Chicago team faced with a 4th down and 1 inside the 15-yard line.
He's been running the ball pretty decent. I give it to Montgomery right on the left side behind Big Peters and Big Whitehair. That's been pretty successful today.
Montgomery on the sidelines. Williams replaces him. 4th down and 1. Dalton to throw it on 4th down. Dalton bottled up and sacked again. Great coverage in the secondary.
DJ Wynham.
Armand Watts there as well.
Another sack. I really don't see why you throw it there. I definitely would have ran the football right there. Sticky man coverage by the Vikings. 1st down for the Vikings when we come back.
Can I ask?
3-0 Chicago twice today. Kirk Cousins has been under a lot of pressure. Blackson's getting in there. 2 sacks all by himself. That offensive line, Akeem having some breakdowns.
Yeah, they are having some breakdowns, and it's really one-on-one matchups. It's nothing special. There's no special blitzes being sent. It's the D-line winning their one-on-one matchups.
Take a look last week versus today. That defense, 4 sacks. Got 2 already and only in the first half. Kirk Cousins at the 18. And I'll hand it off to Cook. Cook gets to the 20, picks up a couple.
Big Tonga making another play. Kind of got pushed out of there, stayed with it. Was able to make that tackle.
Bruce Irvin also in the vicinity. Second down.
Hot. Ready. Where's your hot? Hey, kid. 24. Ready. What's up?
Cook. Nothing. No space for Dalvin Cook. Just runs into a wall of white jerseys. Tonga there. Roquan Smith. All right, Roquan Smith should be going to the Pro Bowl this year. Another 100 tackle season. And when I come back in my next life, I want to be Roquan Smith.
That's not a bad guy to be.
He's my favorite player in the NFL.
That's not a bad guy to be, man. He's probably the best linebacker in the National Football League. Over 150 tackles today. He don't come off the field on 3rd down, Gus.
3rd down and 7 to the 21. Cousins. Hit as he throws. And incomplete. That one almost intercepted. Thomas Graham just couldn't track it down. And the Vikings will come up empty once again.
Starting to hear the Boo Birds come out, Gus. Again, not a blitz, just guys beating their one-on-one matchups up front. Able to get a hand on that football, almost intercepted.
Des Newsome is the deep man standing at the 35. Line drive. Newsome backpedals, picks it up at the 26 with a lane and is tackled as he crosses the 35 around the 37-yard line. Chicago on offense after this.
What you're about to see, only a handful of people have ever seen before.
And technology, it's light years ahead of us.
There's no need to panic.
What would Elon do?
We're planning a mission to attack it.
This
there's a high probability that this is a trap.
Hang on!
I'm gonna get you home.
Yes!
Moonfall in theaters and IMAX February 4th.
90 years in the game.
And counting. This is our house. We built this house.
It wasn't easy.
We had to rewrite the playbook.
You gotta have the right plays. That's how you do it.
Who's the MVP?
I am.
Jill.
She is.
Without me, this wouldn't exist.
We gotta bring everybody in.
Because that's how we all win.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Fox Thursday.
You kissed 2 women tonight? Bro.
Joe Millionaire's back with a bang.
Kurt, can I steal you for a second? Why would you say that?
What is this, a free-for-all?
Joe Millionaire's all new Thursday on Fox.
The NFL playoffs are here, and it all kicks off with Super Wildcard Weekend. The action gets started with a Saturday doubleheader, followed by a Sunday tripleheader, and for the first time ever, a Wild Card Monday. It's 3 days with 6 games in one epic weekend. A road to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 56, that is, starts right here. So who do you like coming out of the AFC, and who do you like coming out of the NFC?
Oh, man, Gus, I really can't tell you this. I have to say, since I've been a part of the National Football League 2008, this has to be the most evenly matched league that I've seen, man. It's so even, man. You could take the number 7 seed on both sides, and they got a chance to win the Super Bowl.
You did not answer that question yet.
I said I don't know, Gus. I don't know.
First and 10 at the 36.
Kill.
Watch it, James. Hey.
180. What's up?
Montgomery. And Montgomery will pick up a yard. Harrison Smith defensively. I like the Patriots coming out of the AFC and Aaron Rodgers and the Packers coming out of the NFC.
That sounds good. I mean,
that's what I mean. You know,
you could throw any.
Just a prediction.
Any 2 teams you throw on your prediction, it's gonna sound like a great prediction. Just it's so evenly matched this year.
I feel like I'm working with a lawyer or a politician.
Harrison Smith making another play around that line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. Dalton. Sideline. Nice throw. Good catch. Mooney again.
Mooney working on Patrick Peterson right there. Man coverage.
Mooney in his second year.
You're going to see him run a quick out here. Get Patrick Peterson turned a little bit. When you're playing off man with 3D zone or whatever Pat P was in on that play, that's what you're giving up, Gus. We're not giving up deep balls. We're not giving up deep strikes in the middle of the field. If you're going to catch the ball, that's what we're giving up right there.
Mooney, 5 catches for 72 yards already here in the first half. First down, Chicago. Inside Minnesota territory.
59.
Ozzy.
180. What's up?
Montgomery slashing. And Akeem, when you hear them talking at the line of scrimmage on both sides, what are they saying?
Well, usually you send in a play, and you hear kill. Usually they just going the opposite way. Usually we had the play drawn up to the left, we kill. We probably just going to the right. So a lot of times when you hear kill, they just switching the play from one side to the other.
Bears 4 possessions, all have made it into Vikings territory. 20th play so far in Vikings territory, and a first down for David Montgomery. Anthony Barr with the tackle.
A lot of success running on that left side. Big Cody Whitehair, Sam Mustipher, Jason Peters. Moving guys on the left side of that line. Check this side out right here. Big blocks all across the board, creating lanes. That's the key to a run game, man.
Whitehair, second-round pick in 2016 out of Kansas State. Made the Pro Bowl in 2018. Now Mooney, they're really working him, and he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr leading the way for Minnesota.
That was a loud tackle right there, Gus. Lucky Mooney is as slippery as he is. He was able to slip out of there a little bit and let those guys hit each other.
Mooney, second-year man, has put together 2 nice seasons out of Tulane. 61 catches and 4 touchdowns in 2020. 69 catches and 4 touchdowns coming into this game. And he's got 6 receptions for 71 yards today. Second down and 11. Delayed handoff. Herbert. And Herbert breaks tackles. And submarines down inside the Vikings 30-yard line for a gain of 4. Harrison Smith defensively.
Here they go again on third down. 0 for 4 on the day. Nagy talked about third down so much. I think they're doing a good job putting themselves in manageable positions. Just not able to execute today.
Third down at 7.
Not able to execute all year.
Bears 0 for 4 on third downs. Here's Dalton. Long ball, end zone, incomplete. Mooney the target.
Double coverage by the Vikings. Both guys in pretty good position.
So they'll attempt a field goal. Chicago, they've been inside Vikings territory 4 times, and they may come away with only 6 points. Santos, good from 43 yards today. This one from 46 yards away. And he remains consistent. Cairo Santos has had a terrific season. The Brazilian gives the Bears a 6-0 lead.
Oh, wow, that's huge. I appreciate that. Thanks. Ooh. What is it? Oh, dude, I just got off the phone with the GM. The Verizon halftime show. It's coming up.
That's big.
Yeah, that's huge, right? And we're going to have highlights in the playoff picture. How about that?
That's scoopage.
Yeah, that's... Oh, I got something even bigger.
What is it?
My lunch is here. My lunch is here.
Jay Glazer loves his food. 6-0 our score. Bears. Santos 2 for 2. 43 and 46 yarders. Wanwu is the deep man for the Vikings. And he'll start from his own goal line. Wanwu. That tackle made by Des Newsome on special teams. What a job. Coach Zimmer, 65 years old in his 8th year here in Minnesota. And he's been the Vikings head coach. He has 2 NFC North titles and has 2 playoff wins. But since then, the Vikings are only 14-19. And Zimmer's defense is 31st in the NFL, which is the worst in his career.
Definitely not what you expect from a Coach Zimmer defense.
Out of the offset eye, here's Cousins to pass it. Cousins winds up, throws it deep in double coverage, incomplete. KJ Osborne, closest man to the football.
Tashawn Gibson doing a great job staying over the top.
So stories have surfaced indicating that the Vikings are prepared to move on from Coach Zimmer after a 2nd straight losing season. And, you know, during the Zoom call that we conducted with him this week, asked about his players by Megan, Coach Zimmer brought to tears about how hard his guys have competed for him throughout all the adversity they have faced this year. 2nd down and 10. Quick strike out wide. Jefferson. Let's go downstairs and bring in Megan.
Thanks, Gus. Yeah, as you just mentioned when we talked to Coach Zimmer, you know, there's a lot of rumors swirling. So I asked him what his highlight of the season has been. And you're right, he got really emotional. And he said, for me, it is the players, specifically the players that have been there the entire tenure of his coaching career in Minnesota, guys like Barr and Harrison Smith. He said being able to be with them for these 8 years has just meant the world. He was truly touched by that relationship.
All right, thank you very much, Meg. Great coach. 3rd down and 6 at the 18 for Cousins.
Yeah, I was on that Zoom call, Gus, and you definitely could feel it, man. You could just feel how much he cared. You could feel that he almost could sense the end. You know what I'm saying? He just talked about how much being around those guys and being a father figure to those guys, a coach for those guys, man, just how fun it was and how special it was to him. So we don't know what the future gonna hold, Gus, but if you go off that Zoom call, man, Coach Zimmer, he could kind of feel the end coming.
All right, let's go to Los Angeles for a game break.
Thank you, Gus. So the Titans clinched the #1 seed with a win today. As you know, Ryan Tannehill helping his squad, linking up with Anthony Berkshire, 5-yard score. Titans up 7-0. Gus?
All right, Carissa, thank you. 3rd down and 6 of the 18. Madison in the backfield. Jefferson in motion. Cousins under pressure. Cousins over the middle, caught, but not enough for the 1st down. Madison with the grab. D. Bush brings him down quickly. And here come the Bluebirds.
Marquis Christian with the pressure. The Bears blitz brought 5. Was able to get to Cousins before he found an open receiver downfield.
Jordan Berry at his own 6-yard line. Des Newsome ready to return it at the 34. Newsome will get a shot. Breaks the 1st tackle. Tries to get outside. And finally goes down at the 33. 55-yard punt, 11-yard return.
Roquan Smith with the Chicago Bears, and you know, I've heard about all the great work, you know, Chicago youth programs I've done throughout the city on the south and west sides of the city, and I just really wanted to let you guys know that you've been awarded with a $102,000 grant to help your students. So I'm looking forward to hearing about all the great work you guys are going to do and all the great work you guys have already done.
Roquan Smith handed out the big check. The Chicago Youth Programs was founded in 1984, and their mission is to improve the life opportunities and health of at-risk youth in low-income neighborhoods, primarily on the south and west sides of Chicago. How great would that be to get a big check like that for the kids from one of the great linebackers?
And it's so satisfying, Gus, when you get a chance to live your dream, and then at the same time you can help out great causes like that. There's nothing like it.
1st down at the 33 for the Bears. David Montgomery in the backfield.
Hey, it's Cody.
Hut. 80. Hands up.
Montgomery breaks a tackle and gets through the hole, pounds his way forward. He'll pick up 8.5, maybe 9 yards on the play. Wanham finally brings him down, and Montgomery limps off the field.
I think he just lost the shoe, but Harrison Smith shot his gap, was almost able to make that play again in the backfield. David Montgomery is a tough tackle, was able to slide past, and again, Gus, that left side of that line, it created a lot of run lanes for this running back.
13 carries, 61 yards for Montgomery. He's averaging 4.7 yards per carry. Herbert looking for the 1st down, and he has it. Xavier Woods with the tackle. Gain of 3.
I like Khalil Herbert. You hear the coaches and the guys talk a lot about him, talk a lot of good about him, man. This guy stepped in when Montgomery went down. He returns kicks. He's almost like a little David Montgomery, man. He can shoulder the load, compact to the ground. I think he's got to be a pretty good player in this league.
Weighs 212 pounds, rookie out of Virginia Tech. 1st down at the 45. Herbert remains in the game. Dalton on the play fake, guns it over the middle, incomplete. Josh Metellus, second-year man out of Michigan, knocking that down, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 6-0. Chicago on top of Minnesota. Coming up, it's the Verizon halftime report with Kurt, Terry, Howie, and Big Mike. Some of the storylines. Aaron Rodgers playing today. #1 NFC seed. And the Packers getting off to a hot start. We'll have a big NFC East rivalry game. Jamar Chase. You really love the way this young man's playing.
I love Jamar Chase because Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, they have to be the best rookie receivers who I've seen in my tenure at the NFL, being a part of it since 2008. They got to be the best 2 receivers to enter this league, and I've seen some good ones.
Neutral zone infraction, number 90, defense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Sheldon Richardson. That's the first flag of the game. Brad Allen is our referee today. So that makes it 2nd down and 5. Look at that. Clean game so far for both teams. Vikings spending a lot of time on defense. Andy Dalton over the middle, caught again at the 40-yard line. It's Bird with some nice moves after the catch. Dalton putting that one on the money for a gain of 14 yards.
A lot of miscommunication in the back end for the Vikings. You usually don't see that with Mike Zimmer's defenses, but you know, they ranked last this year, and that probably have a lot to do with it.
Dalton again the pass to the sideline this time, and it's Bird once again. So a steady diet of Mooney and Bird, Patrick Peterson defensively for Minnesota. For Chicago, all 5 of their possessions have reached Vikings territory. Dalton, other side, caught, and a first down. Goodwin, 8th-year player from Texas, with a nice catch. Goodwin targeted twice last week against the Giants, but did not have a catch. He's been struggling a bit down the stretch. First down at the 23. Dalton over the middle. A nug. No, Goodwin couldn't hang on. That ball knocked out of his hands at the last moment by Cameron Dantzler.
Now, that was a good route and a good throw, but just an even better play by Cam Dantzler. He was able to get his hand in there, knock that football out. That's a bang-bang play. You almost can't intercept those in 3 deep. You can break them up, though, and that's a good job by Cam Dantzler getting to that football.
Second year out of Mississippi State. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Andy Dalton in trouble. Steps up. Throws. Incomplete. He had a receiver. Damian Williams was open. That ball just thrown a little low.
Yeah, he had Anthony Barr on Damian Williams coming out the backfield on a wheel route. Andy Dalton started to run and saw them last minute. Threw it off his back foot and just wasn't able to get it there.
Third down and 10. Dalton delivers. Caught. Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Williams with a 23-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears take a 12-0 lead.
You'll see Williams here coming out the backfield. You will see a collision. Anthony Barr is trying to play man. He couldn't get through right here. Almost the exact same play that they ran on 2nd down. But this time, Andy Dalton was able to put the ball on the money, resulting in a touchdown for the Bears.
Andy Dalton. What a terrific career this man has had and continues to have now. Kind of in a backup mode. Played in Dallas last year. Had a 3-touchdown game in this building last season as a member of the Cowboys. He was 22 of 32 for 203 yards in a 31-28 Cowboys victory. Now they go for 2. Dalton sprints out, shuffle pass, and they get in. Allen Robinson converts, and the Bears take a 14-0 lead.
Anthony Barr, you gotta communicate. It's one of those old Chiefs plays. They show you that sprint out. They give you the sprint out, look to the right. Everything about the play says sprint out. They bring that guy from the backside, shovel it inside. It's hard to stop that play. You almost need D linemen to stop that play. And all those guys are accounted for. Good play design, good execution there. But as far as that touchdown, the communication has been bad for the Vikings on that back end. I mean, you run into two guys run into each other, that's communication. You have to talk about who's going to go over the top, who's going to go underneath. There's no communication there. Dantzler came up, had a great jam. Barr just wasn't able to get over the top. You hate to see that, Gus.
Bears send it away. Wanwu from the goal line. And he'll get up to the 25. So Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense trying to find a way here. He's been under constant pressure in the first half.
Got 13 yards passing, 23 yards rushing. Vikings just not getting a lot going today.
Vikings will get the football to start the second half. They deferred after winning the toss. 26 seconds to go. Madison in the backfield. And Cousins will throw it. Guns it. Sideline. Jefferson with the nice catch, and he steps out of bounds. Clock stops 21 seconds.
Cover 2 by the Bears. Artie Burns got to get back deep, especially in this situation of the game. 20 seconds left in the first half. You want to guard the deep routes, rally up to the short routes when you're playing corner.
First down at the 49. Vikings with 2 timeouts remaining. Cousins, here comes a blitz. Cousins steps up in the pocket. Caught at the 15. What a play by Kirk Cousins. Smith-Marset, the rookie, ran a good route. And Kirk Cousins has the Vikings in position. That's a gain of 40 yards.
Good coverage by Jalen Johnson there. But that back shoulder throw, that ball placement, that's not a bad spot. You don't mind if you're in that spot if you're a DB. But that ball placement is everything by Kirk Cousins. It makes it almost impossible to guard.
And this Chicago defense has allowed only 3 points in the last 7 quarters, going back to the game in Seattle 2 weeks ago when they came back to beat the Seahawks.
Another nice 2-minute drill put together by Kirk Cousins. This is stuff that you got to go to the next generation stats. You got to really dig and see those kind of stats, man, those kind of numbers. But Kurt is doing a great job this season in 2-minute situations.
First down at the Chicago 11. Here's Cousins to throw it. Flags on the play. And it's caught at the 5-yard line, but let's see. KJ Osborne stopped by Christian.
Holding. Offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Udo.
See Uda right here, grab and hold as he should, or it would have been a sack. You almost take the 10 yards, don't take the sack. The Vikings probably take one shot at the end zone here.
From the 21.
Charge timeout.
Bears call a timeout. They have one left. Actually out of timeouts now. With 7 seconds remaining in the first half.
Seven seconds left. You probably can get you one immediate shot at the end zone. Has to be in the end zone just in case, the ball is caught. You only have 7 seconds left.
Vikings one timeout left. Cousins steps into his throw. And incomplete.
The Bears know exactly what the Vikings were trying to do. Drop all their guys back to the end zone. Not giving up a late deep ball, a free score.
So Greg Joseph, 1 for 1 against the Packers last week, good from 51 yards. Has made 19 of his last 20 kicks, going back to October 31st from 39 yards away. And it's good. Minnesota on the board to end the first half. 14-3 our score at halftime. The first half stats are brought to you by State Farm. Chicago, 142 passing yards, 210 total yards. Different story for Minnesota. They've had a tough time moving the ball, protection problems. 14-3 our score. We now go to Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles for the Verizon halftime, which starts now. Ready to start the second half. Gus Johnson, Aqib Talib, Megan O'Leary. Vikings with the football to start this second half. Wanwu is your deep man. Santos delivers. And this one will be a touchback. Let's go downstairs to Megan.
Thanks, Gus. Well, with the Bears leading the Vikings, Coach Matt Nagy is pretty happy with the way his defense is playing. He acknowledged some of those red zone struggles, but he said he was very happy to be able to get that touchdown in before the end of the half. He said he would like to be able to make a big stop here and then go on to score again. He really wants this offense to produce here. And then in terms of Mike Zimmer, he was very frustrated. He said, we've got to find a way to move the ball. We have to run it successfully, and we've got to tighten up our defense.
All right, Megan, thank you very much. First down and 10 at the 25. Here's Cook. And he'll go down at the 30. Why have the Vikings had so many problems on offense today?
Well, today, I would give the credit to the Bears defense. These guys is flying around. They're getting a lot of penetration up the middle. Blackston getting penetration. Roquan Smith is everywhere. This Bears defense only gave up 3 points in the last 8 quarters, Gus, so they playing some good football.
Second down and 5. Here's a pitch. Cook. Close to the first down. Stopped by Alec Ogletree. Let's take a look at what this Bears defense has been doing. 4 sacks on the day. Last week, 2 today. And they've only allowed 3 points. Well done for Chicago.
That's pretty impressive right there, if you ask me, Gus. That's a sign of almost a playoff defense. You would think this guy's in the playoffs when you look at those numbers.
3rd and 1. Cook looking for the first down. He has it, and Moore turns it up. Dalvin Cook, and he'll get out of bounds.
And right when we start to give a little love to the Bears defense, the Vikings hit a big play, right, Gus? That's usually how it goes.
25-yard gain. What happened here?
Big blocks around the outside. You set that edge right here. You're able to set that edge and let Dalvin Cook use that speed to get around the corner. If you stay outside there, that's a 7-yard gain. You jump inside and you get that edge, you turn to 25 yards.
9 carries, 46 yards for Cook. Cousins in trouble. Screen. Conklin. Bears standing right on that play. Ogletree again. Chicago ready for it. That's a loss of 3 yards.
Alec Ogletree making that play by himself. If he wasn't there to make that play, that could have been another big play, Gus. But weaving around blocks, reading out the play first of all, weaving around blocks. That's a big time play right there by Ogletree.
Ogletree, 9th-year man, former Ram, out of Georgia. 2nd and 13 at the 44. Opening series for Minnesota to start this second half. Cousins goes through his progressions underneath and incomplete. Conklin again the target. Cousins 6 for 12, 75 yards. Rough day at the office so far. Brings up 3rd down and 13. Vikings need to go to the Chicago 31 for a first down.
If you don't pick up a first down here, you get to about the 35-yard line, close enough for a field goal. The Vikings will be happy with that.
Cousins lets it go. Deep ball, receiver open. Touchdown, Smith-Marset. 44 yards. Kirk Cousins put that ball on the money.
You'll see the receiver right here running a crossing route. You'll see Marquis Christian, the DB, falls down. And that's why he looks so wide open. Got to keep your feet at DB.
6-play, 75-yard scoring drive for Minnesota. Eating up 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Extra point up and good. Vikings get off to a great start. Here in the 3rd quarter. Smith-Marset, 2nd touchdown catch of the season. And the captain is happy.
Progressive presents.
Minnesota Vikings are showing their commitment to social justice through the NFL Inspired Change Initiative. The Vikings Social Justice Committee announced they were contributing approximately $1 million this season toward the expansion and launch of multiple initiatives. Since 2018, the Vikings have donated $2.8 million to social justice efforts. Inspire change. Minnesota had 22 total yards with 20 seconds left in the first half. 140 more since on the final drive of the first half and the first drive of the second half. So Vikings starting to find some success now. 14-10, our score. Let's take a look at the total yards for both teams. Greg Joseph will send it away. Herbert is the deep man. And this is a touchback. Andy Dalton comes on for the first time in the second half. Dalton 15 of 22, 162 and a touchdown in that first half. As you take a look at the offensive leaders, Montgomery with 61 yards rushing on 13 carries, and Mooney 6 catches, 71 yards.
The Bears and Andy Dalton definitely moving the football at will today. They just wish they could score more points once they get inside that 30. They only have 14 points to show for it, but they moving the ball downfield at will today.
First down at the 25. Here's the reverse. Mooney. And Mooney picks up 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. Anthony Barr knocks him out of bounds. Great story for Mooney. He has gone over the 1,000-yard mark for the season in this game. What a season for this young man out of Tulane. How about that? 75 catches, 1,000 yards. Montgomery, first down. How big is that?
That's huge. That's huge. Mooney emerging. as the #1 receiver here for the Bears, man. Allen Robinson came into the year as the #1 guy. But I don't know, Gus. Mooney is trying to work his way to be that #1 guy, man. All the over routes and a lot of the targets are going to Mooney right now.
And look at the guys he's competing with: Jefferson, T. Higgins, C.D. Lamb, big time players. First down at the 37. Dalton underneath, caught. Looks like his tight end Cole Kmet with the reception. Kmet played college ball at Notre Dame, 3 catches, 25 yards last week against the Giants. Also was a pitcher, a relief pitcher.
They held Nick Vigil with that play fake right there, was able to slide right behind him and complete that pass.
First down at the 43. Dalton again to throw it. Dalton guns it. Patterson right there. And a flag on the play.
They might have got that little tug at the top of the route. That's Patrick Patterson, guys.
Pass
Come
interference.
on.
Defense number 7. By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Pat P supposed to be able to get away with this little tug right here. Good coverage, in my opinion. Spin around, you probably don't want to spin around, but at the top of this route, he grabbed a little wrist. Patrick Patterson got to be able to get away with that right there.
Spoken like a true cornerback, Aqib Talib. Patterson, 31 years old now. In his 11th season, no interceptions for Pat P this year. He's never gone a season without at least 1. First down to the 26, and they'll give it to Montgomery.
We talked about that on our Zoom call, Gus, and Pat P got it on his mind. He's never not had an interception. He got it on his mind today, and today is my son's birthday. So he said if he get that interception today, he gonna sign that football and give it to Jabari for his birthday gift.
Second down and 7 at the 23.
Hot. Yo, when 80 was hot, we're good. Here you go. No, hey. Here you go. Kill. 98 W.
55.
Here you go. When 80 was hot.
Montgomery breaks it back, spins, and dragged down at the 20 by Josh Metellus, a 3-yard gain. I love to listen to all the action with the great sound we provide, the NFL provides us at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it kind of puts you inside the game. You kind of could hear those battles, hear those checks. You can hear the football talk, really.
3rd and 4. Andy Dalton. Caught and out of bounds. Mooney again.
Oh, Mooney get up on this guy's toes. Josh Metellus, Mooney was able to get up on his toes, and he's a tough cover. He's a tough cover, man.
8
a simple
catches.
out route.
8 catches, 92 yards for Darnell. Averaging close to 12 yards per reception with a long of 19. First down and goal at the 7. Montgomery. This time he'll get nothing. Dalvin Tomlinson with the tackle.
Great pressure by those guys up front. Armand Watts, Dalvin Tomlinson moving that line of scrimmage back. You see, they run those zone run schemes, man. They try to get you to run left and right, then they pick a lane and cut up. But the key to stopping that zone run is to get penetration, vertical penetration. You got to go straight. Don't run left and right, go straight. And Dalvin Tomlinson and Big Watts was able to get that done on that play.
Tomlinson, 325 pounds. Second down and goal at the 8. Empty backfield for Dalton, in trouble. Dalton throws off his back foot and out of bounds.
Minnesota bringing pressure again. Nick Vigil getting close, forcing that sped up throw by Andy Dalton. Untouched. Good job by Dalton just being able to get rid of that ball.
Third down goal at the 8. Can the Bears pay it off inside the red zone? Williams in the backfield, number 8 with Dalton. Here's Andy looking, steps up, and Dalton running. Does he get in? Touchdown Chicago. How about that? 11-year veteran Andy Dalton using his legs, and he's got a big smile on his face, Lee.
He was expecting a big hit there. Oh, it might be short. But anytime you're able to run into the end zone across the goal line and you don't get a big hit, you probably get up with a smile on your face, Gus.
I don't think they're going to allow this one to stand. His knee was clearly down. So they're going to take a look at it. Bears and Vikings. Back after this. They reversed the call. Andy Dalton's knee was clearly down. So the Bears will have it. 4th down and goal at the 1. Looks like they're deciding to go for it.
Or do you run to the left here, Gus, behind those big guys?
Bears have gone for it twice on 4th down in Vikings territory today. Sacked both times. And you would think they'd give David Montgomery a shot to run this football. I'm not sure if he's in right now.
They got to give it to Montgomery here. Of course he's in the game, Gus. He's the workhorse. 1 yard, man. You run that thing to the left side behind Big Peters, behind Big Whitehair. Get you a yard.
4th down and goal. Montgomery lines up. 2 tight ends in the game. They play action, fake it. Dalton running, and Dalton sacked again. Anthony Barr. Unbelievable.
Again on 4th down.
Why won't you run the ball?
You drop back and throw the football again, Gus. I think you just outthinking yourself, man. You got a running back who's averaging 4 yards a carry. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Coach Lazar, I really don't understand it, man. You get a ball to your workhorse, man, the guy who's averaging 4 yards a carry, and you let him get you a yard. Simple as that.
So Chicago turns it over on downs. Minnesota with momentum now. Cousins drops it off in the flats. Conklin, 8-yard gain. Gibson with the tackle.
Our gain to the 25, 2nd down and 1.
Kirk Cousins. Here's a pitch. Cook. And Cook is swallowed up this time. Wow. Marcus Hunt just grabbed him, brought him down hard.
Yeah, Big Hunt doing work inside. Definitely could hear the pads popping.
Listen up. Third and 4. Cousins steps up in the pocket and gets drilled at the 15-yard line. That pocket just collapsing.
Robert Quinn fell down on the play. That's how you have 20 sacks. You fall down, you keep working, you scratch, you claw, you find a way to get Kirk Cousins down and get you that sack.
Robert Quinn broke the Bears' single-season record with his 18th sack last week, now 19, passing Hall of Famer Richard Dent, who had 17 and a half in 1984. He's had at least 1 sack now in 8 straight games. What a football player. Here's Newsom from the 31. And he'll go down at the 42. We'll take a break. 14-10 our score. Bears on top of the Vikings.
Chicago, that title in town.
Next question. The Chicago Bears may be shopping for a new head coach next season. Chicago has not won a Super Bowl since Mike Ditka's 1985 Bears. Since, the Bears have had 6 head coaches, only 6 playoff wins, and 18 losing seasons. Matt Nagy won the 2018 AP Coach of the Year, but he's got an 0-2 playoff record and 6-10 record this season. What's your predictions for these two coaches? Do they make it to tomorrow?
I don't think so, man. Well, you see how things are going around the league right now. I see a lot of changes. I see a lot of changes in the entire league, but I just get the vibe off the Zoom calls. Those guys kind of could see the end coming, man. You could hear how they talking. So if I was to bet on the Gus, I'd say no. Both coaches won't return next year.
Just two historic franchises. I mean, you look at what's going on here in Minnesota, down season. This place is electric, and it looks like it's filled to the rim.
99 push, 99 push.
First down and 10 at the 42. Montgomery. Anthony Barr defensively again for the Vikings.
Yeah, it'll be tough. It'll be tough, Gus. I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think of a situation that would keep these guys here, and it'll be tough, man. You get to the goal line and it's 4th and 1, and
Trump.
2 times in a row, you drop back and throw the ball. That gotta be adding fuel to the fire, right?
I would think so. 2nd down and 9. And Andy Dalton to throw it over the middle, caught by Kmet. Nice gain. Kmet gets inside the 40. Josh Metellus with the tackle. Notable unrestricted free agents. And that's just the offense.
It's a lot of big names, a lot of starters on that list right there.
And how about the defense?
A lot of starters on that list as well. So may not just be Coach Nagy. This may be an entire new look Bears team next year.
First down, Chicago. Montgomery. But one thing about the Bears, I love this defense. I think that's something you can really build on, especially if a new coach comes in.
I agree. You got something to build on. You got something to hang your hat on. Maybe Coach Desai stay around. Maybe the new guys come around, they keep Coach Desai around because how successful he's been on defense. So there's a chance. And if you look at one thing that's positive in Chicago, you definitely going to look at that defense.
Roquan Smith. Terrific talent.
Yeah, as long as you got those two guys, man, you got a great starting point.
2nd and 10 at the 38.
Jalen Johnson, one of those guys.
Dalton. Nice throw. And it's Allen Robinson. Khalil Mack. Still a part of this organization. But the quarterback situation has to be decided. And do you think it will be Justin Fields from the very beginning starting next year?
I think so, man. I think he put enough on tape this year to show that he could win games, he could lead, he could learn, and that he could play in the NFL. So I like Justin Fields, and no matter what staff come in here next year, Justin Fields will be the guy.
Dalton on 3rd and 4. Dalton drops it off, finds Montgomery. Nice move, first down.
That was a great open field tackle by Cameron Dantzler, but just a little too late. He only needed 4 yards. You tackled him right at about 5, but this is a tough tackle. This is way harder than Cameron Dantzler made it look. That's a tough guy to bring down in the open field by yourself.
Dantzler 190 pounds. David Montgomery weighs 230.
It's impressive.
Sometimes you got to throw yourself under the chariot to keep.
Hey, all the time. If you plan on playing in this league, you better do it every time.
First down and 10 at the 28.
Go.
Dalton steps into his throw and incomplete. That ball thrown a little bit behind David Montgomery. Would have been a tough catch, but a catchable ball.
Yeah, that football was left a little bit behind him. He wouldn't have had much after the catch anyway. Dantzler was right there. But it would have put you in a better second down situation, which will put you in a better third down situation, which is what Coach Nagy and that offensive unit talked about all week.
Montgomery, a serviceable receiver as a running back with 40 catches coming into this game. Second down and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, we're hot, Blair, we're hot. Yes.
Go.
Dalton, here's a screen. Williams looking for a block, and he won't get it. But it breaks a tackle. And he should have been tackled for a loss. Pat Patterson finally pushes him out of bounds, but the strength of Damian Williams.
Damian Williams making something out of nothing. It was him, and I think it was Nick Vigil in the open field. He was able to make him miss and put him in a manageable third down situation.
Third down and 6 at the 24. Fans getting into it. Final game of the year for these two teams. Andy Dalton. Incomplete. Mooney couldn't grab it in front of Patrick Patterson.
Excellent coverage by Pat Peter. That ball was a half a second later. Pat P might have had his first interception of the season, Gus. Coverage don't get too much better than that right there.
So fourth down and 6, and they will bring Santos on once again. He's been good from 43 and 46 yards. This one from 42 yards away. And he drills it again. 3 for 3 for Cairo Santos. And the Bears continue to lead it 17-10.
Why choose proven quality?
Call me Cat, followed by pivoting tonight after the NFL on Fox. Cairo Santos, how about this season for him? He's been wonderful. 3 for 3 today. Coming into this game, 53 of 59 over the past 2 seasons with the Bears. Second stint with the Bears for Santos. He's kicked in 2 games for them in 2017 after a 4-year career at Kansas City. Always great to have a weapon, a consistent kicker.
Definitely need a consistent kicker. He's been that for the Bears. One of the bright spots for these guys.
A lot of building blocks for this Chicago team. Let's go downstairs and check in with Megan.
Thanks, Gus. Yeah, Justin Jefferson has been adamant all week long that he wanted to beat Randy Moss's single season receiving yards record. And every time he gets back on the sideline to his team's bench, he is begging anyone who will listen to get him the ball. His teammates are saying, hey, come down, it will come. But he is just asking for whatever he can because he wants to be able to etch his name in the history books.
He definitely has Randy Moss type talent. Did you ever guard Randy Moss?
I did. I actually got a shadow game. I had to follow Randy left or right in the London game. There's Justin.
We'll have it at the 29.
I did, though. Amazing talent. By far, the best receiver that I guarded in the National Football League.
How many yards did he have against you?
He only had 70 yards, but I'm lead, though, Gus. I held it down a little bit.
You did?
Yeah, I held it down. 70 yards. I had an interception versus Tom Brady in London. It's one of my favorite games, Gus.
Second down and 6 at the 29. They'll swing it out into the flats. Cook. And a step out of bounds. Eddie Jackson ushering out of bounds. They'll have a little conversation as they both run back to the huddles. What do you think Eddie Jackson is saying to Dalvin Cook right now?
I don't know what he's saying, Gus. I don't know what he's saying. We probably wouldn't been able to re-air that, though, if we did.
Oh,
if we were able to hear that.
Very understandable. Third down and 7 at the 28. Close to the end of the third quarter. Cousins delivers. Cousins caught. Smith-Marsette again, who's already got a touchdown in this game. Very nice ball with great touch. A 19-yard gain for Kirk Cousins and Ihmir Smith-Marsette. And that could take us to the end of the third.
Smith-Marsette going over that 100-yard mark. Justin Jefferson still need about 90 yards.
And that's the end of the third. 17-10 our score. Bears on top of the Vikes.
Angela no longer has a place in this family. We have to stop her.
Our Kind of People, all new Tuesday at 9 on Fox.
It's showtime.
He take that drop step, he's dunking it on.
I thought you actually had done your homework.
I will give it back to you, plus shipping and handling.
What? I will bet you all you want to bet.
What is happening?
Brace for impact. This is awesome! As the baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern on Fox.
First things first, sports fans.
Check and check.
Nick, he knows a thing or two.
You just can't get it.
Chris, well, he's seen a thing or two.
That was interesting.
All those things you love.
LeBron, Mahomes, Tom Brady, KD, Dak Prescott.
They might love even more.
We are going to dive right in.
So make this your first play of the day. First things first, mornings on FS1.
17-10 our score. As you take a look at the score by quarters, Minnesota with a touchdown in the third. As we head into the fourth quarter, Gus Johnson along with Aqib Talib. And Aqib, this is your first year calling football games as a broadcaster. What's it been like for you? How have you enjoyed this process?
I definitely enjoyed it, Gus, and I must say thank you. You create a nice vibe in this booth, and you make it easy for me, baby.
You're welcome. See that, folks? I'm taking this home. Me and Peyton Manning. I'm going to call Peyton. We'll have a conversation. I'm wearing the big ring right now. And I'm sure all these guys out here want one of those. Jefferson still hunting Randy Moss's record. First down and 10 now for Minnesota at the 47. Here's Cousins rolling out of the pocket. Drops it off. Nice catch. C.J. Ham. Ham tackled by Roquan Smith.
Nice play action pass by the Vikings there. I just can't help but watch Justin Jefferson on every play. I want to see if he's open. I want to see if he's going to get the ball. He came open a little late right there. He did come open, though.
Bears determined their DBs not to let Jefferson get that record against their team.
Oh, definitely. When they play in man coverage, the safety is definitely leaning towards Jefferson. And they don't want that record to be gotten on their watch.
Cook. Hunt once again in on the play. As we start this fourth quarter, 17-10. Hard-fought game between these two teams. Not a perfect game, but the effort has certainly been there.
Minnesota solid on third down today, 50%, 5 out of 10 opportunities. And I think it's mainly because they're putting themselves in these kind of positions.
3rd and 2. Cousins rolls out looking. Cousins wants to go deep. In the corner. Touchdown! Woo! Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins threw it up there and let this young man make a play? Randy Moss, I'm coming to get you. 45 yards.
You see Justin Jefferson here at the top of your screen. I thought Kurt had him early. Jackson he got over. He lost the football, didn't look back for the ball till late, till it was too late. Justin Jefferson just doing a great job staying with the play, tracking that football and making the play.
Justin Jefferson with his 10th receiving touchdown of the year. Extra point is good. Minnesota, 6 plays covering 75 yards. They score in 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Captain Kirk saying, I gotta keep my young man's hands full. And Justin Jefferson says, hey, I love it. 17 up.
Season.
The NFL playoffs are here, and it kicks off with Super Wildcard Weekend. The action gets started with a Saturday doubleheader followed by a Sunday tripleheader, folks. And for the first time ever, a Wild Card Monday. It's 3 days of heaven, 3 days of bliss with 6 games in one epic weekend. The road to Super Bowl 56 starts here. Justin Jefferson, 45-yard touchdown reception. He's chasing that Randy Moss mark here with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, he is.
And he's got a shot.
Yeah, he do.
With 13:35 to go.
43 yards is the number. 43 yards in 13 and a half minutes. It's doable, Gus. You can get that in one play, just like he did on the last possession.
42 to tie, 43 to pass. 13 plus remaining in this fourth quarter. Take a look at this. Is what's on the line. Outstanding single season efforts. Randy Moss over 1,600 yards. Jefferson right on his heels. History could be made for the Vikings today.
Justin Will had an extra game to get the extra yards, but a record is a record, Gus. I don't know if they put an asterisk next to these records because they playing 17 games this year.
Meanwhile, the Bears take over at the 25, 17-17. Both these teams want to finish on a high note. Mooney on the reverse. It'll get up to the 32.
The rookie Telvin Jenkins allowing Mooney to get that edge, sealing that edge on that left side. That's the key to those outside runs. You have to get that edge. You don't get that edge, then that outside run is probably not going to work.
2nd and 4. Play action fake. Dalton delivers. Caught. Mooney again. And he has a football at midfield. This kid just having a great season.
Man, you see him here. He ended up with a safety on him in a slot. And I'm sorry, but a safety is just not going to run on these over routes with Mooney. It's almost impossible. Corners could barely do it. No safeties in the league is going to get that done.
Mooney, 10 catches, 116 yards. On first down, Herbert. And Herbert knocked out a play by Josh Metellus and Pat P. Let's go to Los Angeles and check in with Carissa.
Thank you, Gus. Colts clinch a playoff berth with a win. It's not looking good right now. Carson Wentz interception leads to this. Trevor Lawrence controls the high snap, rolls to his right. Marvin Jones, the recipient of that one. Jags rolling 23-3. Gus?
That's unbelievable. Jaguars have struggled all season. We saw them early. Urban Meyer fired by Jacksonville after 13 games. 2nd and 6 at the 47. Andy Dalton. Oh, and Andy Dalton is crushed. Dalvin Tomlinson.
Dalvin Tomlinson getting pressure, winning this matchup inside. You see him right here. It's a one-on-one matchup. Hit him with an arm over, then he just used his strength and his power
Have these big 300-pound defensive tackles gotten faster over the years? It seems like they're moving a lot faster than in the past.
I think every position has gotten faster. Every position has gotten more talented.
3rd and 15. Incomplete. Bears will have to punt it away. Robinson, the intended receiver.
To answer your question, Gus, yes. I mean, you had certain guys like Sapp back in the day. You had Reggie White, those kind of once in a lifetime kind of guys. But like you said, it seems like all the D tackles in the NFL now is moving faster than they're supposed to move at 330 pounds. Wow.
So Pat O'Donnell from his own 29, D.D. Westbrook, former Oklahoma standout in his 5th year at the 10. End over end kick. Westbrook has it at the 12. So Justin Jefferson is going to come back on the field for Minnesota, trying to chase the Vikings history books.
From the Rose Bowl Stadium in Pasadena, California, it is Super Bowl 11. Stabler back to pass, a quick throw into the end zone. Casper, touchdown Raiders!
And from that point on, we opened the gates. We were on our way. I said, we're going to kill these guys.
John Madden's grin is from ear to ear. He looks like a slipped watermelon.
We truly lost a legend, an icon, an innovator, a champion when John Madden passed away close to 2 weeks ago. He won that Super Bowl in Pasadena. Who could ever forget Kenny Stabler, Dave Casper, all those bad dudes that Coach Madden coached. Minnesota fans, they remember that one. This ball deflected in the backfield and incomplete. Eddie Jackson getting in there. So Kirk Cousins, 17-17 with 10:48 to go. Faces a 2nd down and 10, and not only does he want to win this game, but I'm sure he wants Justin Jefferson to break that record.
Definitely. We talked to him all week. We talked to the coaches, the coordinators, Kurt, and all these guys they're on Justin's side, man. They want him to have it. He works so hard. They talk about how hard he worked in the offseason, how hard he worked at practice. So it'll be good to see him get it.
Dalvin Cook. Five-yard gain. Cook, 13 carries, 49 yards with a long of 25.
Number 64 is an open receiver. 64 is eligible.
Third 4. Play fake. Cousins. Caught Jefferson again. First down, Minnesota. Well, here we go, folks. You see what's on the minds of these Vikings as they continue to feed Justin Jefferson.
You see him there in the slot, and you see Eddie Jackson, a safety, guarding him on these over routes. And I don't know what's up with these DB coaches, Gus, but you do not want safeties guarding receivers on over routes, man. They will not get it done.
5 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown for Justin Jefferson. First down and 10 at the 45. Dalvin Cook will make that mark. Madison as he pushes the pile forward.
– 17 more yards, Gus, for Justin. I'm a fan of Randy Moss. I don't know if I want him to break it, but, you know, all records are meant to be broken, right?
That's what they say. Have to earn it. This kid is doing it. Dalvin Cook back in the game now on 2nd and 5 at midfield.
Got man coverage again, Gus.
Cook stretches it out. Look at him go. Dalvin Cook down inside the Bears 20. Deion Bush makes a tackle. First down, Vikings.
Huge hole on the left side of that line. This is that zone scheme I was talking about. You'll see all the guys kind of go to the left, and you see this crease open up right here. He's going to be able to put his foot in the ground, get up in there. That's what you want to do in this zone scheme. You want to get guys running left and right. One guy get out of his gap. That running back find that lane, and it turn into 30 yards.
29-yard gain, 1st and 10 at the 21. Vikings knocking on the door. Here's Cousins dropping back, looking.
Oh, he open.
He's open. Touchdown! Jett Osborne, 21 yards.
And I wasn't even talking about Osborne. Justin Jefferson was running free across the field, Gus. I thought that was the record. But you'll see Osborne here work his way on his over route. But you'll see Justin Jefferson wide open on that backside. But a touchdown is a touchdown. A touchdown is a touchdown, Gus. But I would have loved for Justin Jefferson to broke the record on a touchdown. But congrats. Nice play, nice catch by K.J. Osborne.
Jefferson 17 yards away from the record. But this time it's K.J. Osborne, second-year player out of Miami. Vikings go 6 plays, covering 87 yards. They score in 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Greg Joseph in to attempt the extra point. And it's good. After struggling in the first half, the Vikings turning it on. Osborne, big-time TD. But there is a flag on the play.
Defense. Penalties decline. Point is good.
So the point after is good. And now this from Bank of America.
Ever wonder what everyone's doing on their phones? They're banking with Bank of America.
His girlfriend just caught the bouquet, so he's checking in on that ring fund. Oh, that photographer? He's looking for something a little more zen, so he's thinking I'll open a yoga studio. And as for the father of the bride, he's checking to see if he's on track to do this all over again. And again.
Bank of America's digital tools are so impressive, you just can't stop banking.
24-17, Minnesota coming back. Kirk Cousins, look at his numbers. 5 of 10, 78 yards in the first half. Second half, totally different story for Captain Kirk. 9 of 11, 172, and 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah, definitely look like 2 totally different halves. And the Vikings catch a lot of heat for running the ball too much, but they got so many talented receivers, a talented quarterback, talented line. It's hard for those guys not to throw it around the field all day.
33 touchdown passes this season for Kirk Cousins. And the Vikings have taken the lead with 8:04 to go in this fourth quarter. How do the Bears respond now as Montgomery and company come back on the field? Plenty of time for Andy Dalton and the Bears. Play fake, Dalton sprints out, drops it off to his tight end, Kmet. Cole Kmet stopped by Armon Watts, 7-yard gain.
Nice drive started by the Bears. Set up a little screen to the right to Kmet. Big drive for these guys. We always got a ball game, right, Gus?
Oh, we certainly have had some good ones this year. That's for sure. 2nd and 3 at the 32. Montgomery. And he won't get it on 2nd down.
Dalvin Tomlinson. That's what they brought this guy in for. Stop the run by yourself. We're going to play too high, keep 2 safeties back. It's up to Dalvin Tomlinson to slow that run down. Good job of that right there.
2nd down and 3. Excuse me. 3rd down and 2. Dalton. First down. Guess who? Mooney again.
Mooney is quick. You don't want to give him those inside.
How would you guard a player like Mooney back in your day?
I come up and press him, man. Get your hands on him. Slippery guys like that, you don't want to stay off and give him a two-way go, man. You just asking for trouble if you do that. Come press him, get your hands on him, and that's how you can slow him down.
Mooney ties his career high now with 11 catches. First down and 10. Dalton sets up deep, fire. Oh, incomplete. And Mooney took a blow.
The back judge with the pump fake. He's thought about throwing that flag, Gus. He even did the arm motion, Gus. He arm motioned the flag and tucked it right back in his pants.
Harrison Smith.
I thought it was a clean hit. Didn't deserve a flag. Right to the chest, shoulder, led with his shoulder. I thought it was a clean hit. It's a good play by Harrison Smith.
How long does it take you to adjust to the new tackling techniques as the NFL and football in general tries to limit, head injuries or head contact, and these targeting penalties are big deals now.
I thought it was a big deal when they first created the rule, but guys have adjusted, man. You see that right there? That's a textbook tackle by Harrison Smith, shoulder to shoulder. You don't see too many of those unsportsmanlike flags now, so I think the NFL is doing a great job adjusting.
No targeting. That's not the terminology they use in the NFL. They use targeting in college. It's an unnecessary roughness penalty. But we understand the general idea.
Yeah, I think guys are figuring it out, man. You can watch a game and you don't see any of those across the middle decleating hits. Like, you just don't see them no more. It's out of our game. I think guys do a great job leading with their shoulder and leading from the neck down, hitting from the neck down.
Third down and 4 at the 46. Dalton out wide to Mooney. Looking for the first down. He won't get it. So now Chicago with the decision to make. Josh Metella, Xavier Woods combining to deny Mooney that first down.
Here we go again, Gus. 4th and a half a yard. Offense stand on the field again. Coach Lazar, what do you draw up right here?
Dalton out of the shotgun. They've thrown it on 4th downs. Once again, Dalton to throw it. Second. It is. Pat P. Peterson running. Breaks it back. Patrick Peterson. I got my interception this year. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bam. 65 yards. Somebody's got a big birthday present.
Get that ball, Pat P. Get that ball, Pat P. What a play. Another 4th down throw. Off schedule, Andy Dalton throwing off his back foot with pressure in his face. Not the play you want to draw up on 4th down, but a great play by Patrick Peterson playing the football, returning that back.
And if I'm a Bears fan, or if you are a Bears fan and you're still able to watch this game because you haven't put your foot through the television, Chicago going on it, going for it, throwing the ball on 4th and 1 3 times.
5-yard penalty is assessed on the kickoff.
Unexcusable,
That's
Gus.
unacceptable.
Unexcusable, Gus. So it's tough, man. Why? I don't know what goes behind that decision making. You got a running back who's averaging 3.5, 4 yards a carry. You're running the ball well. Just hand the ball off. What you don't want to do is you don't want to just throw footballs up in Patrick Peterson area. He's one of the best cornerbacks of our time. You can't just throw footballs up to him, man. He's going to come down with it.
Remember, Patrick Peterson came into this game with no interceptions this season. He had never gone a season without at least one, and boy, did he figure out a way to keep his streak going.
Yeah, he did, man. We talked about it on them Zoom calls. He caught his own shot. He said, I'm not finishing the season with no interceptions. I'm going to get an interception, And once I get that interception, I'm going to sign it and give it to Jabari for a birthday gift. I'm glad he got it, man. I'm glad he got it. I'm going to find a way to take Jabari to the locker room so he can deliver it to him himself.
And not only did he get it, he got a pick 6.
Yes, sir.
Talking about finishing his season on a high note. Under 5 minutes of play. And this one out of the back of the end zone. Coming up next, it's America's Game of the Week on Fox as the Niners fight for the final NFC playoff spot against the Rams, or the Saints take on the Falcons, or the Seahawks battle the Cardinals. Check local listings for the matchup in your area only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Your former coach, Sean McVay. What's at stake? Rams clinch the division with the win, or Cardinals loss. 49ers clinch a playoff berth with the win, or Saints loss. 31-17. What a second half for the Vikings. This time it's Bird with the catch and a first down. Gain of 11.
Then we got a flag, Gus.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. 15-yard penalty at the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Andy Dalton looking a little woozy after that hit. Patrick Jones, the rookie out of Pitt, called for the penalty. First down for Chicago at the 49. Dalton steps up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. Intercepted again. Blake Lynch. Chicago unraveling in the second half. And there's throwing strikes in Minnesota.
T.Y. McGill able to get his hand on Andy Dalton to force that pop-up throw. Excellent finish by the Vikings. Blake Lynch able to come up with that interception. Amazing second half by these Vikings.
Tough second half for Andy Dalton. 2 interceptions. And Minnesota takes over. Now, the big question. Can Kirk Cousins get Justin Jefferson this record? They fire to him, and he drops it.
Oh, they got to feed him, Gus. 20 yards, and you have the record. You up 10, 14 points. This entire drive got to be about getting Justin Jefferson that record. And they start off throwing him a quick screen. It looks like that's what they're going to do.
In control of the game. Jefferson, 5 catches, 107. Second and 10. And they'll give it to Cook. Cook is ambushed and just thrown down in the backfield. Gibson with the tackle, and Trevis Gibson in his second year out of Tulsa. He is another one of the great young prospects they have on this Bears defense. 2 sacks last week against the Giants, 2 forced fumbles.
Yeah, Gibson is another one of those blocks you could build on in the future, man. This guy's been playing good football as of late. He looked the part. The coaches love him. He could be another big name in this league. Khalil Mack still on the roster. The way this guy's playing, man, could you save that money? Can him and Robert Quinn hold it down on the outside? A lot of decisions to make in Chicago.
3rd down and 14. And the handoff. Wanwu looking for some space, didn't find it, and now Minnesota will punt it away.
You hear those Boo Birds? I think those Boo Birds got something to do with that Justin Jefferson record. They want to see him get it here, Gus. They want to see him get it, Gus.
Most single-season receiving yards. Randy Moss for the Minnesota Vikings. The leader in franchise history. Justin Jefferson right on his heels. Will he get another opportunity? Is the question.
What was that, 16 yards?
16.
16 away?
To tie.
17 yards for the record?
Newsom with the fair catch at the 15. 40-yard punt. Tale of two halves, folks. Here's the recap of the second half.
Minnesota came out firing. DB fell down. Smith-Marset able to get deep. Then Kirk Cousins keeping the play alive. Justin Jefferson doing what he do best. KJ Osborne able to get into the party. The over route. Patrick Patterson with the pick six, first INT of the year. Holding my son's birthday present in the air.
Go Biden, Biden. Biden. Go.
Here's Dalton. Over the middle, Komet. And he's driven down hard by Anthony Barr. Dalton getting up slowly. He picks up a couple. Second down and 8.
Drop.
Williams checks in at running back. And Dalton's arm hit as he throws. Kenny Willekes got his arm.
Almost a fumble there, Gus. His hand was coming forward. This entire crowd wants to see that Vikings offense get back on the field so bad.
3:13 to go, 3rd and 8, but it starts with the defense. Can Minnesota's defense get the ball back for him? Here's Dalton looking for the first down. And they have it. This time it's Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham finding a soft spot in that zone. A huge target. As long as you make a quick decision and get him the football, it's probably going to be a good decision.
First down, Chicago.
Go.
Dalton. And Dalton. Pinned down and taken down. He took a shot, a one-handed shot in the chest. Looks like it was Willekes again.
Willekes again, a lot of pressure on Dalton right now. Coming from inside.
Wow, look at the strength. He's holding off a offensive lineman and sacking the quarterback with the other hand.
And these guys are amazing. Amazing athletes in these locker rooms, guys.
Dalton. Sideline. And it's Graham. Graham scoring that winning touchdown in Seattle a couple weeks ago. Got the touchdown, then they converted on the two-pointer. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Vikings with a comfortable lead, but the big question, can Justin Jefferson get on the field one more time to go after Randy Moss's all-time Vikings record?
On my travels across Sunday Night Football on NBC, stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
Today's game is sponsored by Burger King. Get the $5 Your Way meal with the Double Whopper Jr.
Just chill, they're going to do it the far side.
As you take a look at the game summary, Andy Dalton, 2 second-half interceptions. Kirk Cousins turned it up in the second half. 3 total touchdown passes in this game. Bears led at one time. And look, we got a full house. We do. Talibs. Tell us who all these people are.
We got my beautiful wife right here, Gypsy. My oldest daughter, Kiara. My footballers, my little athlete right here, Jabril. And the birthday boy, Jabari. We in the building today, Gus.
Oh, my goodness. What a beautiful family.
Thank you, man. We on our way to All-America after this.
Now, All-America. Hey, who's got the present coming?
Jabari, this is my guy right here, man. Pat P got a present for you, baby.
That intercepted football.
Yeah, he do.
Man, oh, man.
He gonna love it. He like football, too, so he'll love the gift.
Okay. 3rd down and 8. Can the Bears get off the field? Can the Vikings get off the field? Dalton looking. Dalton! And Willikers again! Sacks him! Justin Jefferson's going to get a chance. Kenny Willikers eating big today.
See, he heard that I'm too small all his life, Gus. He's not trying to hear that. You see him come off this right side. He's giving the rookie Burham some work today. Coming off that edge, just playing with a mad motor. Getting to that quarterback and showing how strong those hands are, Gus. He grabbing hold of Dalton today.
That's exactly what he did when he was a Spartan. So now, Chicago on 4th down and 19, throwing caution to the wind. Dalton drops it off. Caught. Newsom. He will not have enough for 1st down as he gets out of bounds around the 30.
They at the 30. That's enough yards, Gus. You got enough yards to get this record now.
So Chicago turns it over on downs. Here comes Justin Jefferson. Don't forget, coming up, State Farm. Jefferson, 17 yards away from breaking Randy Moss's single-season record. 1:08 to go. Vikings take over at the 31. And they hand it off to Madison.
You're going to hear those boo birds come out. Come on, Coach Zimmer, go for it.
And they could run out of yards if they get another run like that.
They can't have too many more of those kind of runs. They got to throw it, and they got to throw it now if they want to get this record. Come on, Coach Zimmer, Coach Cool.
And you can hear the fans. They want it. Coach Zimmer could be his last 33 seconds as the head coach of the Vikings.
Oh, they're taking the kneel. You definitely going to hear those boo birds come out, Gus.
And Justin Jefferson will have to wait.
He'll have to try it again next season. But what an amazing season for him. 17 yards or 14 yards away from the record. Man, this guy's probably the best receiver I've seen through 2 years, Gus.
The Vikings come back and win the game. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes, 31-17. The final score. Minnesota ends their season on a positive note. 31-17, the final for Aqib Talib and Megan O'Leary. I'm Gus Johnson saying so long from the Twin Cities. Now let's take you to Kurt Menefee in Los Angeles for the bonus coverage.
Welcome to the State Farm Game Break Show.
So Mike Zimmer and the Vikings get the win in the season finale. We will find out later on if that is his final game as